Good evening, everybody. My name is Ari Waller, and my film pitch is titled $1,000 Limb, and this is a remake of Shakespeare's play The Merchant of Venice. In $1,000 Limb, we have Sergio, who is a 24-year-old butcher in New York City, and he is madly in love with Agatha Gatto, the daughter of violent crime and mafia boss Scotty Gatto. The price to take Agatha on a date is $100,000, and that's set by Scotty in order to shoo away average man who would try to take his daughter on a date to marry her. So with Sergio knowing this information already, he seeks out help from his friend Cato, who is a known business investor and entrepreneur. Cato is reluctant at first to loan out that amount of money and tries to persuade Sergio to not go through with this plan, knowing who Scotty Gatto is, but knowing how he feels about her, he decides to give in and says that he'll be able to give him the money. Cato then goes and reaches out to a man named Denny, who is the owner of the biggest bank in New York City and is the only person to have that amount of money on hand at any given time. So after meeting with Denny, Denny agrees to give Cato the money based on his track record and number of successful investments, but loans him the money on the condition that if he doesn't pay it back in 3 months, that Cato would have to chop off his best arm and give it to Denny. Cato agrees, takes the money, and gives it to Sergio. Sergio takes this money and gives it to Scotty and finally takes Agatha on a date. After their first date, everything goes well, and Agatha is madly infatuated with Sergio and she agrees to marry him. At this same time, what's unbeknownst to all of our characters is that Sergio's other friend, Tony, has secretly eloped with Denny's daughter, and nobody has heard from them for months. At this same time as well, Cato's most recent business investments have flopped, and he's now in the hole $200,000. So with the deadline fastly approaching, no money to show for it, Sergio, Agatha, and Cato are on a race against the clock to find his daughter and also come up with the money to be able to save his arm from being cut off. And that's my film pitch. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have a beautiful rest of your night.